Hello all. So we'll continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have done this modeling part till here. So we are going to continue with the further stuff. So two things over here you can do is like either you can make this window panes individually or you can model it from this part also. So let's get started. So very first of all, let's take this reference out properly over here. Let's reduce the size of it. So first of all, we'll require to model the door over here. So let's use the swift loop over here. So we are going to utilize swift loop over here. Before this, we'll be deleting this loop over here. So whatever loops are not required, you can just delete it by pressing Ctrl and backspace. So I think this is a connectivity of this loop, so we are not going to delete it. So let's take a swift loop over here, keep this loop over here, and the next loop over here. So we are going to place this stuff over here accordingly, and this part is going to be till here. That's it. Alright, so let's select this part, and we have an option that's a bevel option. So we are going to use this bevel option, and let's push it inside of it like this, and you can just push it out, and let's click OK, and you can just scale it. If you want to scale it, you can just easily scale this part out, and also if you want to push it a bit down, you can do that stuff accordingly. Now the next part over here is the door part. So for the door, we can easily model it individually. So if we model it individually, that would be a better option over here. So let's model this door over here in this way. So let's select this and push it a bit out like this, and convert to editable poly. Select the edges for this door section, and let's give a bit of chamfer to it to make it look better, and click OK. So select the polygon and use this inset option a bit, and you can use a bit of bevel. So let's utilize this option over here like this, and click OK. That's it. Alright, so now the next part is the window stuff. So the window stuff can be easily created. So let's give the same color to it. So for the window part, what we can do over here is have two options over here, as I told you. So let's make it from this part only. So let's select this part, take this part over here, select the vertices, scale it from the top, select the vertices, scale it from here. So we are going to use this in this method. So this is a good way of doing it. So need to utilize all the views to get the perfect out of it. So let's go here and let's take inset option, a bit inset, click OK. Now the next part over here is you can use the swift loop over here use the swift loop, and if you want to push it out, you can easily push this out. Select this, and if you like to do the chamfering stuff over here, you can easily do it. But for this stuff, the chamfering part won't work over here. So we can finally use the turbo smooth option. So you assign some loops over here. So that would give you definitely the smoother fill over here at the corners. So if you switch it back over here, you see you get a bit of smoother corners. Or even you can use the rectangle tool and you can use the fillet and all this stuff for achieving that result. So now you can click over here, you can do one thing, that's your loop part, and you can give the chamfering over here to give it look more better. That's it. And click OK. Yeah. So as you can see over here, we have just assigned the chamfer option over here to make it look in a proper way. So as you can see over here, we can go on to this view, vertices, and if you like to push this a bit back, you can just push this back and you can push it inside like this. That's it. Alright, so as you can see over here, we have done this part over here. So if you require to scale this stuff, you can just push it inside like this, and same thing over here. That's it. Alright, so as you can see, we have just modeled the door part over here. Now you need to create this part, the handle part. So for the handle part, we can use this line tool over here. So you can just utilize this line tool. So you can just start with the line tool over here. This way, just draw a straight line by using pressing shift and draw in this manner. Select this vertices over here, and you have an option over here, that's your fillet option. You can use the fillet option and use rendering, enabling viewport, and increase the thickness. So as you can see over here, you have just generated this stuff over here. You can just rotate it like this and you can put it over here. That's the way. So you can just select this and this, and you can just push it over here like this. That's it. And you can reduce the radius of it. So if you want to mirror this part, you can easily mirror this part over here. Mirror this part over here, and you can just mirror it from here and make it a copy. That's it. Alright. So just save the file. So now we have just created this handles for it. So let's open that image and the door part. So now we require this part over here, the section part over here, this stuff. Okay, so we'll go into this polygon area and select this area over here. So if you don't need this area, we can just delete this part of it from here. You can just save your file first. So select this part over here and you can easily delete this stuff over here. And now what you can do over here is you can just select this and you can just cap the area. So you can easily cap the area, whatever area you want to cap it, you can just cap this part, or you can also utilize this area over here. So if you are not going to cap it, so what you can do is, like, you can use this edge over here and you can just extrude this edge if you require it, because this part is going to go inside. So you can just select this part over here. So this is your door part, and this part, if you require it to push it inside, so you can just push it inside. Select this, click OK, select this area, and you can just delete this part from it. So now you can just click over here, this part, select this border, and if you like to cap this, you can easily cap this area. You can select this part and you can even cap this, but you don't need to cap this part. So you can just select this part over here, and if you like to weld this, you can just select this, right click, and you can just target weld this particular area, and you can just push it like this, select this and push it like this. So as you see now, you can pull this surface over here in this particular manner. So now select this particular polygon and you can use this extrude option over here, and you can just place it over here, R, and just scale it right at the center of it. That's it. Alright. Now the next part is, like, you can use the swift loop over here like this, and you can utilize it in this manner. We would like to use one swift loop over here. So it's like, if you want to just duplicate this, you can use this extrude option over here. You can just use this extrude option, and if you like to bridge this part, you can use the two swift loops over here. Select this. So first of all, just push it here, scale it, and use this and this, and just bridge this part. That's it. Alright, so go on doing it. Okay, so still one more. So use this swift loop over here. So select this, scale this part over here. So you can go on this view and you can push it up and down. I think you could have made this individually also, because that would be an easy task. So for the other side of the door, what we can do is we'll be just utilizing this method, like duplicating this half part, cut it out, and you'll be using it on the other hand. Alright, so select the polygons. So if you make it from some other, then it would be better. So select this, bridge it, and select this, all three of it, and just use this option. That's your extrude option a bit. That's it. And click OK. Alright. So just save your files. So as you can see over here, we have managed to do this stuff accordingly over here. So now you can just select the door part, use one swift loop at the center of it, select this vertices, and you can scale it. So if you like to scale this stuff over here, so you can easily scale this stuff. Alright. So we'll just make a, we'll make a rough copy of it. So if we require it to work out in future, we can utilize it. So right click, we'll just freeze the selection. Now we'll be working out on this. So for the same thing, for the windows, again you are going to use this swift loop over here. So we are going to use the swift loop over here, and one part we are going to use it, put it over here and here. So between this frames we are going to get the window section over here. So select this polygons over here, and we can utilize this option, that's your inset option over here. So before you are going to start up, we can put one swift loop over here. Now you can just use this inset option over here. Make one, give one over here. That's it. So you can just select this edge and you can just push it out. That's it. And also you can use a bit of chamfer to it to make it look more smoother, and click OK. That's it. Alright. So we are going to put some loops over here when you're going to smoothen it out to get a better look if you're going to smoothen it in future. So right now we'll put it afterwards, the detailing section, so you can just come out of it and you can just check it how it looks like. So you can just generate the details accordingly. So this chamfering won't work over here. So if you are going to use the chamfer, I think it's working well. You can double click on it and just select it, and you can give a bit of chamfer to it. So chamfering can be assigned to it accordingly, and you can click OK. So you can see over here, but still we have some issues with it. So we'll utilize this chamfer option by the end of it. So the same way, the same technique we are going to assign for this windows. So what we are going to do is we'll just model half of the windows and we'll just duplicate this. So that would be a bit an easy task for us. So let's do this stuff. Select this stuff and let's use the inset option and utilize this over here. Select this, push it a bit out, and you can give a chamfer option, and let's click OK over here. That's it. So the same thing, again use a swift loop over here. So we are going to use, we need some space at the center, and then we require some swift loop part. So as you see over here, it's a big stuff out there. So select this again, we can going to do the inset option, and the same process follows. Push it out and use the chamfer option. That's it. Alright. Okay. So you can just want to scale it out, you can just easily scale this stuff a bit. So that would be much better over here. So thanks for watching this tutorial.